Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our featured bout. It is scheduled for 10 rounds and will be for the WBC, IBF, WBA. And now, boxing fans joining us live on DAZN and boxing fans here in Flint, Michigan. The time has arrived for the main event of the evening.
The arena lights shine down with intensity that matches the moment. Fans from across the world have tuned in, waiting for two of the most talked about names in women's boxing and combat sports to collide. On one side of the ring stands Claressa Shields, the GWOAT, the greatest woman of all time, a fighter who has dominated every weight class she's touched, breaking barriers and rewriting history. Across from her is Danielle Perkins, a towering, skilled opponent, an accomplished athlete in her own right, hungry for the chance to shock the world and etch her own name into combat sports history. The energy is thick. The crowd knows this isn't just another fight. It's a clash of styles, legacies, and ambition. Claressa Shields carries the swagger of an Olympic gold medalist and undisputed champion. She's used to the pressure, used to the spotlight. But Danielle Perkins isn't here to play the role of a stepping stone. She's here to prove that she belongs at the very top. As the first bell rings, the fight explodes into action. Claressa wastes no time establishing her rhythm. The jab snaps like a whip, sharp and punishing, designed to keep Perkins at bay while setting up combinations. Perkins, however, shows she's not intimidated. She uses her side.
All right, ladies, bell line is good right where it is at the top of the waistband. Bell line is good right here at the top of the letters. Ladies, let me remind you, you are fighting for the first undisputed women's heavyweight championship of the world. You know what's expected of you. Obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. God bless you both.
And reached to throw out her own long jabs, mixing in heavy right hands meant to test Shields' chin early. The opening round is tense, a chess match with leather gloves. Every feint, every slip, every counterpunch feels magnified by the roar of the crowd. Shields looks comfortable, her footwork crisp.
Maybe got into the low 180s. That's going to be something Danielle Perkins has to try to take advantage of. She's going to have a chance to win this fight.
Perkins looks huge. She looks tall, wide shoulders, strong. She's definitely the heavier fighter. She's going to be careful in these early rounds because Perkins, she may be the older fighter, only 5 fights, but she's still a bigger, stronger fighter in there.
Cutting angles and closing distance. Perkins stays composed, picking her shots carefully, reminding everyone that her power can change a fight at any moment. As the fight moves deeper, Shields starts to find her rhythm. Her combinations are lightning fast. Double jabs followed by a right cross, hooks to the body, then back upstairs with precision. Perkins absorbs them, but each clean shot draws gas from the audience. Shields is in her element, displaying the kind of technical mastery that earned her the nickname the GWOAT. But Perkins isn't backing down. Midway through the fight, she begins to impose her size. She leans on Shields in the clinch, throws heavy shots on the inside, and forces Shields to work harder with every exchange.
Where Shields counters in that opening round and just saps the confidence of her opponent.
She takes the confidence out of him with the foot speed, with the combinations. Claressa Shields, one of the best combination punchers in boxing. She puts it together. Quick hands, quick feeds, good combinations.
The crowd senses the momentum shifting slightly. Perkins is showing toughness, showing that she belongs in the ring with one of the greatest ever do it. Claressa responds the only way champions do, by digging deeper. She tightens her defense, moves her head with precision, and begins to counter Perkins' big punches with blistering combinations. Each time Perkins overextends, Shields punishes her with a right hand down the middle or a hook to the ribs that echoes through the arena. By the later rounds, the fight has turned into a showcase of Shields' brilliance. Her speed hasn't slowed, her accuracy remains razor sharp, and her stamina is unmatched. Perkins continues to march forward, determined, resilient, refusing to fold under pressure. Even as the punches pile up, her willpower remains intact. The fans recognize it, and they applaud her grit. The final rounds are electric. Shields knows she's in control, But she's not satisfied with just outpointing her opponent. She wants to make a statement. She unleashes flurries of punches.
It's not falling quick.
Seconds out.
Shields came up short with all
Round
those
two.
punches because of the height, because of the reach, and because Perkins is such a big woman, such a big fighter. Shields is going to have to jab her way in and respect the size of Perkins.
Round two underway. And it's Danielle Perkins talked about kind of the boredom that she felt in her career, waiting for opposition and competition. She's found it here tonight.
She's taking a major leap up in competition against Claressa Shields. One thing Claressa, I think, probably should do early on is target that body. Claressa Shields is not a big body puncher. Statistically, her numbers are way down. But against a tall, long fighter like Danielle Perkins, her body shot is going to be available.
It's going to be hard for
Into the final 3 minutes. Shields dances on her toes, snapping jabs and landing blistering right hands. Perkins pushes forward, throwing bombs, hoping to land at one punch that could change everything. The exchanges are wild, the energy unmatched, and when the final bell sounds, the crowd erupts in appreciation for both warriors. As the fighters return to their corners, the decision feels inevitable. Shields has controlled the majority of the fight with her precision, her speed, and her championship experience. But Perkins has won something else. The respect of fans worldwide, who have just witnessed her stand toe-to-toe with one of the most accomplished fighters of this generation. When the judges' scorecards are read, Claressa Shields has her hand raised once again. The crowd cheers, recognizing the skill and dominance she continues to bring to the sport. But the ovation for Danielle Perkins is just as loud, a recognition of heart, toughness, and the courage to step in against the very best. For Shields,
Clever with her back against the ropes, riding and swimming through those shots. Oh, my goodness!
big shot.
What a shot from Claressa Shields! What a way to punctuate this fight!
this fight is another chapter in a legacy that continues to grow. She's now proven, yet again, that her skills are unmatched, that her discipline and mindset separate her from the rest. For Perkins, this performance is a launching point, proof that she can hang with the elite, that her journey is just beginning. Clips of the fight immediately flood social media. Fans replay Shields' lightning-fast combinations, Perkins' moments of grit, and the back-and-forth action that kept everyone on the edge of their seats. Analysts and pundits debate what's next. Will Shields continue to dominate boxing? Will she cross back into MMA?
They've got a lot to cheer about right now. Claressa Shields is the #1 fighter in women's boxing. And as we saw tonight, above 154 pounds, she is basically untouchable.
You know, I say all the time, the only thing better than not getting the knockdown, than getting a knockout is pitching a shot.
Weapons demand a rematch. The conversation is alive, and that's the mark of a great fight. More than just the punches and the scorecards, this bout represents the evolution of women's combat sports. Not long ago, female fighters struggled for recognition. Today, they're headlining arenas, breaking records, and inspiring the next generation of athletes. Shields and Perkins both carry that torch tonight, showing the world that women's boxing is filled with skill, drama, and unforgettable moments. As the night closes, fans leave the arena buzzing, still talking about what they've seen. For some, it was confirmation of Shields' greatness. For others, it was the emergence of Perkins as a new force. For everyone, it was proof that women's combat sport are not just equal to the men's game. In many ways, they surpass it with their intensity, skill, and raw determination. This fight will live on in highlight reels, in discussions, and in the memories of fans who watched it live. It was more than just a match. It was a battle of wills, a showcase of excellence, and a reminder that when two elite athletes step into the ring, anything can happen. And in this case, what happened was something special.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Dave DeYoung scores it 100 to 89. Judge Robin Taylor scores it 97 to 92. And Judge Rose Lassen scores it 99 to 90. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And now the first ever WBC, IBF, WBA, and WBO Undisputed Women's Heavyweight Champion of the World, known as the GWOAT, Claressa T-Rex Shields.
It's going to be a party in Flint tonight. They have the women's undisputed heavyweight champion amongst them. Yeah, look, and say what you want about the depth of the heavyweight division. It's obviously different from what happens in the men's division, the men's side. But Claressa Shields is doing the only thing that she can, which is racking up as many titles as possible. Now, an undisputed champion in a third weight class. Regardless of the depth of any of them, that is an impressive accomplishment. And now the question becomes, what does Claressa Shields